The issues that will be discussed today is how science and technology can play a role in terms of transforming the economy of the African continent. Our foreign editor here at the SABC, Sophie Mokoena, spoke to our science minister, Naledi Pandor. Let's take a look and listen at this.
Well, I think, again, I believe there's a great deal that South Africa and other countries can offer in this regard. We had a Truth and Reconciliation Commission as South Africa, and this was certainly, I think, if you look at it in social science terms, one of the most excellent ways of intervening in ensuring that you do not neglect attention to pain and conflict and real social wounds, but you create a space where deliberations on these issues can be carried out without use of violence or without generating increased conflict. A lot of the poverty that we have on the continent results from civil war, from a war around water and land resources, lack of employment opportunities. So we need to use technology and innovation to create new opportunities in all our countries. We need to ensure that these resources are accessible, that governments are paying increased attention to the role of science and technology, and create new opportunities, because if our people are occupied in successful agricultural activity, in innovative agro-processing, if they have the tools, the machinery, the skills, it diverts attention away from being in conflict, from purchasing warfare, and rather looking at development as the key orientation of your society. So I think that a new perspective on development is absolutely imperative for the African continent, and in my view, science and technology offers that perspective. This is why everybody's talking about how we use digital resources, how we can bring artificial intelligence into play in both public and private services, and how this fourth industrial revolution, as it's being called, a term I don't particularly like, but certainly how this access to technology can bring a leap in development for the African continent, and I think for the entire global community. So I hope through deliberations here, our leaders are going to get some creative ideas, they'll have their imagination stimulated, and that they're going to begin to look at different ways of approaching development and ensuring that the programs we put in place are as inclusive as possible, and that we don't leave any young person or any person behind as we set about a new development path.